This is the update on Delta. Looks like SPY is still trending up. That looks really good. Yellow line hasn't crossed purple line going down. Looks like it's going up again. Today's Delta just kind of went down. If we look at the overall chart on Delta, this is the Fibonacci line just drawing support and resistance bands. So yesterday, Monday, Delta went up, sideways, and then down at the end of the day. Looking at today, it pretty much went up, sideways, down at the end of the day. So basically we have a double bull flag consolidation, which means that the stock was bought up and it went sideways, so the selling slowed and it pretty much all the short sellers got bought. So as the supply gets bought, the stock price usually goes up. This is the 1 minute intraday chart on the left. Right here it shows the high of today was 26.97, and then there's this huge sell-off, so it was right around here, 26.97, huge sell-off, stock price went down. However, after it went down, it brought the VWAP up, the weighted volume average price. It's right around $26.42. So that means that most of the stock was bought at $26.42. Now, as you can see, the stock is below $26.42. It will get bought above that, and the people who bought at $26.42 won't sell until it's probably like $26.50 or so. But anyways, this is following one of my main critical patterns. Basically, if you see here, after the stock sold off, it followed the trend pattern squeeze element. So you see right here, the stock price is trending upwards on the intraday. Now there's a bunch of ascending triangles and a little fish hook right here. So it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it forms this huge triangle, which eventually goes up, down, up, down, up, down, and consolidates into a small portion where it pretty much is sideways. And usually, anytime I've seen this pattern where it trends and then patterns and consolidates, the next part is the squeeze. So as I zoomed in here, you can see it pretty much went up, down, up, down, up, down, and now it's consolidating. It's going to squeeze. And I believe with this squeeze, I drew a trendline channel. And with my trendline channel, let's see if I can draw it again for you guys. Take a look at it. I don't want to keep it up just because there's a little bit too much clutter. But with the trendline channel, go a little easier right here. With the trendline channel, if I draw here, and you touch all the bottom lines, which is basically support, and then you didn't draw, and then you put it on the top portion, which will be right around here where it's touched all the tops. That's basically a trend line. Looking at that trend line, the top portion is right around here, about 27. If we extend it throughout the day, 27.31. So I believe with this continuation pattern of Delta, tomorrow we can probably see Delta following the trend line and breaking above this 26.74 resistance. And I believe it should end somewhere throughout the day at right around 26.30, 26.31, somewhere around there. And that's going to be when I'm going to exit my trade. So I'm basically swinging this trade. I pretty much bought it on Monday. I'm going to try and sell it tomorrow. I could have sold it this morning for break even, but I figured I can probably get a little bit more profit. I just wait at that third day, just because it's been following a very critical pattern, which is the up, down, up, down, up, and consolidate to the small portion. You can see if I draw, it has another ascending triangle right here. If I draw a straight line here, and then right here, you can see how this triangle is starting to consolidate. It's kind of hard to see because of that blue Fibonacci line, but you can see it goes there. And overall, it's a giant ascending triangle, and then we have an intraday ascending triangle. So combining those two elements, I believe there's a pretty good chance it can go up. Also knowing the relative momentum, it's starting to pick up. But mainly we want to look at the 1 hour period just to see exactly what's going to happen. Another good indication that I'm looking at is right over here on the TTM squeeze. Previously it's had this similar pattern where it had two small hills. Right? So it kind of went up, down, sideways, up, down. This one kind of went sideways. And then after that there's a sell-off right here, which was that Friday. But usually it's a Friday, it's a little bit weird and tricky. But basically it went up, sideways, and then there's a big hill. So right here it went up, sideways, I'm expecting if there's a big hill here, just like what happened, 2 weeks ago, you can see the stock price went from say $22 to $25. It's about a $3 gap difference. So, I'm just hoping for that 27 strike price. But if it can do a $2 to $3 mark and go to like $28, that would be really awesome. But once again, I'm going to look for an exit at 27.31. If I buy an exit at 27.31 and it looks like it's going to continue to rise, I may buy a further, out call for 28, probably like 2 weeks out, just so I can let that one ride. And that one would pretty much be a free play, because the money I make from this, I'll use for the $28 call, and then I'll have the $500 or a little bit more cash flow that I can use to day trade and play other stocks while I let one of the free plays ride out. But that is my update for today. It looks like everything is trending exactly how I wanted. Looking at the VIX, VIX is continually going down, which is a good sign that the market is doing well. Looking here at SPY, SPY is at 308, and I was talking about it. Earlier this week, saying it'd probably go to 307, 308. Once again, it has surpassed my expectations. It's been trending up, and one of the things that I did find, there's my Robinhood. My Robinhood is down a little bit just because I'm out of the money, but as I get closer and closer in the money, it's going to go up. So I'm not too worried about this price right now. I'm more worried about the graph. But what I was really excited to see was right here. This is the NewYorkFed.org. Basically just shows a repurchase agreement for operation details and repos overnight. So it looks like they have a repo pretty much every day of this month. And so they have a proposition limit about $20 billion. Means that they can spend, anywhere from like $5 billion up to $20 billion overnight, just buying up bonds and issuing out money loans to banks, issuing out corporate loans to different businesses. So I think Delta is one of the companies that is struggling. So I believe that Delta would probably be on their list to get some money, and that's probably why I've been seeing them gap up and then going sideways for the past 2 days. Once again, if you do like the stream, you did learn something, then hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video, and we'll see how everything pans out. So, thank you.